Good morning to all the third BCom General Computers A section, B section students. So we are in the same topic. Previous class we discussed about loans. Okay, the process of the loans, what are the principles of sound lending, what is the process. Okay, as well as next thing is what type of types of loans are existing, especially 4 types of loans. Today we will discuss about strategies for marketing of loans. So what is the meaning of strategy? Here is strategy when it come for a firm decision, a firm plan or a rule. We can talk it as a rule what we are framing in order to create the awareness of the existing loans with the banks. Marketing is what you are giving the information to the public, to the customers of various types of loans existing with the banks. So before you are explaining or you are publishing or you are creating the awareness of these loans, so what the rules you should keep in mind, what type of attitude you should show when you are marketing the loan facilities to the public or to the customers comes under strategies for making loans, for making the loans. Clear? So here when you talk about the 4 strategies or 4 credits of 4 C's credits for loans. First and the foremost is character. Next, collateral, capital, capacity to repay. First thing is character and capacity to pay. What is the character of the particular person? What type of goodwill he is having in the market? If it is an organization, means what is the position of this company in the market? Individual person means, okay, you are moving to his organization where he is where he is working as an employee in the organization, and you are collecting the details of this particular person in the organization. Capacity to repay, if you talk about what is the salary he is earning in the particular position, what type of assets he has, whether he is a rented person or the person owning one house. He is having some vehicles, okay, he is having some property or land, open land, agriculture land, one storage building or a small house. This type of thing, you are gathering the information about a particular person who is applying for the loan. Okay, character. Did he took loan any place and he did not repay the loan, or he is having a negative CIBIL of this loan credits that you are observing in a particular person. So when you go for the inquiry, the way the people responding to you about this particular person who is staying in this particular area with the neighbors, and the coordination with the neighbors and the understanding with the neighbors is also playing a very important role as a character here. Next, capacity to repay, the ability, what is having, what is his income, what is his sources, okay, how can he repay the loan. You are gathering the information about that, means it comes under capacity to repay the loan. Capital, okay, how much cash is existing in this particular person, or if the cash is not available, what type of securities available in this particular person. Collateral, how to recover these loans, how much loans can be given, how far the loans can be provided for this particular person comes under the collateral. Securities, when the securities, whatever you are discussing or you are gathering the information, okay, these securities belongs to a particular person who is applying for the loan, or it is a joint property. What are the details of the securities provided this particular person comes under collateral here. Okay, so these are the 4 strategies what the people follow for the marketing of the loans. Next, when you go for types of loans, there are various types of loans also. Okay, so the various types of loans, if you talk about, you are able to see consolidated loan, gold loan, okay, education loan, term loan, payday loan, business loan, personal loan, okay, policy loan, property, home, construction equipment loan loan also you can take. So these many types of loans are existing. Nearly you are able to see 12 types of loans around these types of loans circle. How many types of loans are given here is still various types of loans. Previously we discussed about types of loans. In this type of loans, first one is loans. In this loans, short term is there, medium term is there, long term is also there. In these loans again, these are the various types of loans what are existing. Nearly 12 types of loans are there and many more types of loans are also there. But for our syllabus, only these are given for us to learn about the various types of loans. Okay, so let's see first and the foremost loan here. Again, forms of loans are also given here. You can see overdraft, still some more. Overdraft, previous class I said you what is overdraft. Cash credit also I said you what is cash credit in previous class. Credit cards, housing loan, vehicle loans, educational loan, personal loan, gold loan, festival loans also you can take. See, next, loans against pension. Okay, loans to doctors for opening clinics also they are giving the loans. Some more types of loans what are presented here. So let's see. What is bank overdraft? Once again I am discussing about this topic. Previous class also we dealt with this topic. A bank overdraft is a limit you can borrow from an account. When repaying you must pay a service charge. So what is a bank overdraft given explained here is a bank overdraft is a limit you can borrow from an account. When repaying you must pay the service charges, means on your salary. I said in the previous class, suppose your salary is 30,000 rupees. 3 times your salary they grant the loan to you. Your salary and your employer, means the manager or the executive or the organization head is acting as a security to grant the overdraft to you. Sir, your corresponding sir is acting as a security for the bank to give the loan, avail the loan for you. So that type of process is called as a bank overdraft. You are not providing any other security except your salary bill. 3 months statement of your salary you are producing. You are also producing the IT returns. You are also producing Form 16 to get this loan. Okay, so how much amount? Depending upon your salary, 3 times the amount of the salary, you can get the loan. Clear? And this loan should be repaid within 1 year. Or the bank gives, depending upon the amount you are taking, the bank is going to decide within how much period of time you should repay the loan. Okay, so rate of interest is also charged for this. Next, when you come to the next topic, that is about the cash credit arrangement. To borrow up to a certain limit. Withdraw when needed. So, suppose you took 5 lakhs loan and this 5 lakhs are going to be credited in your account. What they are going to do? Bank is going to credit 5 lakhs of rupees in your account. So, what you should do? That comes under what? Arrangement to borrow the certain limit. What is in the first point? Withdraw when needed. How much you need, that much only you withdraw. It is compulsory, means only you withdraw. Second point, interest only for amount withdrawn. So please listen this point and understand this point. What he is telling, interest only for amount withdrawn. How much amount you used today, for that only he is going to charge the rate of interest. Bank deposited 5 lakh rupees, credited 5 lakh rupees in your account. But it is not charging interest for 5 lakhs. It is charging the interest only for the amount what you are withdrawing. It is clearly explaining to you in the second point here. Okay, against pledge or hypothecation. Okay, pledge, you promised someone to pay a certain amount on a particular day. Okay, for paying that, you are withdrawing. Yes, you can withdraw. No use, then only commitment charges. So what is happening when you are not using the amount? So how much service charges should be taken? That much service charges only it is taking, but it is not collecting the rate of interest. That is the meaning of cash credit here. Next, when you go for personal loan, one more important point. First, what we discussed is we discussed about overdraft. Next, what we discussed about cash credit. Okay. Next, what is the thing we are talking about? Personal loan. So, personal loan is also very important point. So, here personal loan, when you talk about what is saying about the personal loan, in the first point you see a person loan is typically issued for a specific amount and can be used for various purpose at discretion of the borrower. Personal loan can be used for any type of process. A personal loan can be a secured loan or an unsecured loan. A secured loan uses an asset such as house or car or any other collateral, whereas unsecured, your salary only is acting as a security for the person who is giving the loan to you. Unsecured. If the borrower defaults on the loan, the creditor can take the asset. You are able to listen the third point. Very important point is third one. He is clearly telling you that if you did not repay the amount, what you kept as security, that security can be taken by the banker. Suppose you kept a car as a security, or you kept a house as a security, and if you did not repay the loan, the bank is going to become the owner of the car, or the bank is going to become the owner of the house. Means right on your car, right on your house is acquired by the bank. Clearly he is mentioning. An unsecured loan does not require collateral and is considered high risk. As such, it is a high rate of interest. Suppose you are not providing any security. You are not providing any car as a security, or you are not providing any house properties as a security here. At the time, what is happening? What the bank is doing? The bank is giving the loan to you, but it is going to charge a very high rate of interest. You are able to get the point here. It is going to charge a very high rate of interest. In which place it is charging a high rate of interest? Suppose you are not providing any security. It comes in unsecured loans. So for unsecured loans, it is charging high rate of interest. For secured loans means what? You are providing some security for the loan. You are providing some security for the loan. When you are providing the security for the loan, it is charging less rate of interest. When you are not providing any security for the loan and your salary only is acting as a security for the loan, means the rate of interest is going to be high. Okay, personal loan, depending upon your service in a particular organization, depending upon your salary, okay, the loans are taken trusting you. Depending upon the trust of you, the loans are availed. Personal loans. These personal loans are given on is becoming unsecured loan as well as a secured loan. Unsecured loan, rate of interest is high. Secured loan, rate of interest is low. Next, consolidated loan. Debit consolidation is a widely used term that can imply the use of number of different debit assistance plans that combine multiple debits, loans or payments. There are three main types of debit relief options available. Debit relief options means what? How to clear your loans. They are giving some options to you. Okay, debit consolidated loans, student loan consolidation, debit management plans and debit settlement. Suppose you take educational loan. Okay, you are taking the loan for which purpose? Education of your child. Student loan. Suppose you are applying the loan and the student's loan. So rate of interest is going to be less. Debit consolidation loans means you are gathering the information. Bank is providing the information to you from various people that here the funds are available. How can to recover the loan at very low rate of interest, and how can you clear the bank loans by other process is explained under consolidation loans, and where you can take the loans under which circumstances. Debt management plans and debit settlement. The bank is giving the clear information to you about taking the loans under the system. Okay. Next, when you talk about education loans and student loans, very important point here. So which loans? Education loan. A loan offered to students which is used to pay off education related expenses such as college tuition, room and board at the university or textbooks. Okay. You are able to see here, loan is given for students. For what it is given? For education, as well as education related expenses. College tuition means what? They are not paying tuition fees for college, they are paying the college fees. College fees, some students are there who are not in a condition to pay the college fee also. So for that people, for the sake of paying the college fees also, the loans are given. Some people are living in hostels, for them also, for that purpose also it comes under education loan. Okay, board and universities or textbooks if you are purchasing, the loan which is available to you should be used for this process. Education loan is given for paying the college fees, for purchasing the textbooks, for paying the room rent and any university expenses. First point here. Okay. Next, many of these loans are offered to students at a low interest rate, such as PERC in loans or Stafford loan. So one type of different names are given for the loans, which where the loans are given for educational purpose. If you are going abroad and you want the cash, at the time you can take the loan under these schemes, these type of loans where the rate of interest is very, very less. In general, students are not required to pay back these loans until the end of a grace period, which usually begins after they have completed their education. Third point is very, very important to you all. Okay. What is the third point he is saying here? What is the third point? You are taking the loan. What loan you are taking? Educational loan. So he is giving some grace period, means 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, whatever it is. You are going abroad for the study purpose, or you are moving from one state to other state for the sake of education, completing the education. You took the loan. So how many years, after how many years the education is going to complete, or what particular degree you are going to get to the hand. So he is giving the time that within this specified period of time you can repay the loan. He is also giving the facility to you, after you are completing your education you can pay the loan. Third point is very, very important point. Next, one of the major benefits of these loans of types is that they come with the low interest rates and do not require collateral or credit check. Very important point. Fourth point. What is fourth point you see? Fourth point is one of the major benefits. What is the, he is not checking CIBIL. CIBIL check is not taken. For which process? For education loan or student loan, he is not taking any CIBIL check. He is also not taking any security for student loan or education loan. Okay. So once again, this topic, loan is given for purchasing textbooks, for paying the college bills. Okay. Next, clearing the room rent. The loans are available for, and this rate, this education or the student loan, what is given by the bank, rate of interest is very, very less. And he is also giving that it may be 2 years or 3 years. He is giving some grace period to you. In this grace period or after this grace period, you can repay the loan to the bank, or after you are getting the degree to your hand, and then you can repay the loan. Last point, what he is saying here, last point you can see, rate of interest is very less. He is not checking, the CIBIL check is not taking place when you are applying for the loan, as well as he is not taking any collateral security also from you for giving the loan to you. So rate of interest is less, no security is provided by you, and CIBIL check also is not taking place in this special type of loan which comes under education loan or student loan. Very important, especially it is very important to you people. Okay. Next type of loan when you come for, the next type of loan is vehicle loan. You are taking the loan for purchasing the car or bike or any type of vehicle you are in need of. Most people today need a loan when they buy a new or used car, and high cost of many cars means that consumers spend years of paying their vehicles. So it takes some years to pay the loan, because a car loan is such a huge debit for most people. It pays to understand. It becomes entering into an agreement. So when you are taking the vehicle loan for purchasing the car, the loan goes on for many number of years. So person should come in contract. Who is coming? The customer who is purchasing the car is coming in contract with the bank. If you fail to make your payments, the lender can seize it as a payment. This is very, very important. What the person is telling here, you are able to understand. This is much safer. If you are not paying the loan and you took 10 lakhs loan and you purchase a nice, what you'll say, luxurious car, and you are not paying the amount, means one fine day he will wait and he will take the car to the bank and he resale or whatever it is. The next process is going to continue. When you are not paying the repayment of loan, very important. This is much safer for the lender than unsecured debit, such as credit card account where the lender has only the credit card holder's promise to pay. So what is telling here is this vehicle loan is better, safe when compared to credit card issuing. Okay, why it is safe? Why vehicle loan is safe? Because he is purchasing the vehicle and vehicle is available. When he is not able to pay the loan, the vehicle can be taken by the bank. There is a security. Whereas to the credit card holders, when you issue the credit card, he can use a certain limited amount. Some limited amount the bank is prescribing him for using on this car. So he may use, but he is not repaying the amount, means at the time the person directly is a debtor, where the risk factor is high to the bank. Okay. Next, when you come for the gold loan, if it is a loan, gold loan itself is telling you that you are taking the loan on the ornaments, gold ornaments or jewelry or diamonds or whatever it is. It is a form of debit financing whereby a potential gold producer borrows gold from a lending institution, sells the gold on the open market, uses a cash for mine development, then pays back the gold from the actual mine production. So here he is giving that not only we the public are taking the loan, even the gold mines taking the loans, the person who is borrowing the gold from the gold mines are also taking the loans. The people who are the owner of the mines are also taking the loans. Why they are taking the loans? For development of that mine they are taking the loan. For the repayment of that debt from the gold mine, the person is taking the loan. Gold loans has less appeal. In 1990s, as mining companies were offered other increasingly sophisticated financial transactions such as forwards and option by the bullion banks. So the agreements with the other banks also is main important for the people to repay the loans. Generally, casually I will tell you what is gold loan. Okay, you wanted 2 lakhs rupees now and you have the gold with you. If you take this gold and move to the bank first checks the purity of the gold. What is the purity of the gold? Depending upon the purity of the gold, suppose for 10 grams, for 1 gram it is 3000 rupees. 1 gram, the market value of the gold is 3000 rupees. Means he will give you 70% amount to you if the gold is pure. If the gold is not pure, he may give 50% only. 50% on 3000 means how much? 1500 rupees for each gram. Suppose purity of the gold is good, means how much is giving? 2700 rupees on each gram he is going to give to you. So how many number of grams of gold you give, depending upon that he is going to calculate and the amount is going to be given to you for using the loan. Clear? Gold loan. Everyone, please concentrate on the class. Next, policy loan. A loan issued by an insurance company that uses the cash value of a person's life insurance policy as collateral. So first point, what is telling, you have LIC policies. On that policy you are taking the loan. In the policy you are taking the loan. If you complete 5 years of payment of the policy, then only you will get the loan. Otherwise you won't get the loan. Okay, traditionally these were loans issued at very low interest rate, but that is no longer universal true. Many people will tell that LIC people are giving the loans and the rate of interest is very, very less. But generally they talk that rate of interest when compared to bank in insurance companies and on the policy, the loan is rate of interest is less. But actually how much he want to collect from you, definitely he is going to collect from you as the rate of interest is less. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the money is withdrawn. From where he is withdrawing? From the insurance death benefit. You are able to understand? You took the policy loan. So insurance policy, they promised you, insurance company promised you, in death case it is going to give 5 lakhs rupees to you or 2 lakhs rupees to you. And now you are not able to repay the loan. On this death policy, from this death policy, it will take the entire amount or part of the amount because you did not repay the loan. When the person is expiring, at that time the amount is not given. Why it is not given? Because he took the loan, he did not repay the loan. That is the reason the benefit is not provided for the person during the case of death. Sometimes referred to as life insurance loan. These loans are also called as life insurance loans. Clear? So, still the varieties of the loans are there. We will listen in the next class. Please concentrate on